Greenland.
And of course, the cell phone enthusiasts, all those of you who love your smartphones, it's time for you to come closer. Now, the following interview has been sponsored by Samsung SA, who unveiled the new Galaxy S10 smartphone last night. And it features a load of new features. And to help us explain all of this is Cambridge Mokanyane, who's the Chief Marketing Officer at Samsung South Africa. Mr. Mokanyane, thanks so much for coming through this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
So exciting times for Samsung.
Absolutely.
And that's
the
what
new
the new
S10
baby
has
looks
arrived.
like.
Yeah, fantastic. It's kind of the phone we've been waiting for the past 10 years. It's an amazing phone with an AMOLED screen, which means that the color definition that you'll see on the screen, brightest, best colors that you normally see on an HD TV from Samsung, the technology is now available on the phone.
Are you able to switch that on for us in the meantime as we have this conversation?
No, this is a brand new device, purely just to show, but I've got mine is already set up as well. But one of the things also you'll also notice the fact that it's a camera. It's got 2 cameras in front and 3 at the back, which means it's got 5 cameras in total, which actually allows you to have really, really amazing pictures. But another one that you don't know, one of the 3 cameras is the fact that it's got an ultra-wide camera. The human eye can see up to 123 degrees. This phone can see up to 123 degrees. In other words, all the people you couldn't put into the picture when you take a picture, a group picture, can now all be included in there. It's fantastic.
Oh, sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
So just some of the must-have features on this phone, apart from the camera and, as you say, the new color technology as well.
One of them is actually an ultrasonic camera fingerprint technology, which actually gives a vault-like security. So what you normally do is that normally you've got like a little tab where you can open it. No, not this one. You actually put your finger here, and then the ultrasonic thing will actually pick up the grooves of your fingerprints to actually open your phone, to give you added security. So no one can take a picture of your fingerprints and try and open your phone. That won't happen. So it's actually a very, very good phone. Also, another thing that we also like about the phone is the sound quality. You know, when you look at it, actually, the sound quality is amazing because actually with the Hayton and Carter speakers, which allows you to really have a proper clear sound. And then one more feature which I absolutely like is, you know, when you're at a function and you run out of battery and you actually want to recharge. Now, with this one, you can actually recharge with other devices within the Galaxy range, and also your wearables, your phone, your watch, your earphones. You just put it on top, and we call it the power share, and that's how you actually get the beautiful pictures of power share. Yeah.
That's absolutely fascinating. But we do know, you know, there's quite a bit of competition in the smartphone market. So for someone who's not using a Samsung device at this point, why should they get one?
I think Samsung is always with first. Like I said, the camera, I'll say distortion control. When you take a picture, the last thing you want is when it moves. Actually, distortion control allows you to really have a good picture. And the other one is also scene optimizer. So when you look at pictures, you can actually tell you what kind of picture you're trying to take and give you the best view of what the picture should look like. And that is really, those are the features that we know. One thing we're very good at camera, we are #1 in camera. We're #1 in screens. We're #1 in infinity display screens as well, which are actually world first, most of them.
So people would also ask, so if you have, for example, a Samsung S9, why do you need an S10?
Well, it's got great features. It's the latest phone. It's got, I mean, one of the things you mentioned was the colors. When you look at the prism colors, we've got prism black, prism green, and canary yellow. Really, really outstanding features. It's a really beautiful, sexy phone, just looking at it. But also with added features that make you which we also big storage. You've got a lot of pictures, don't know where to put them. One of the ranges, which are limited, will actually have 1 terabyte of storage. It's bigger storage than some of the laptops you have in the market. So there are many, many reasons that will make you shift over within Galaxy towards the S10.
And of course, for many of us in these tough economic times, it becomes about price. What will this baby set you back?
Well, the handset manufacturers, no, I mean, the networks will be releasing their prices, but this one that I have, which is the S10, which is the top of the range, it's 14,999, and then they go all the way down to 12,999. But in terms of monthlies, it's about 399, 499, and 599.
And of course, the Note series and the Galaxies, what was actually the difference between them?
The Note series is meant for the discerning business person because it's got a pen that you actually open up and then you can actually write notes on it. But that's not only, it was a really truly game changer because of transferability of the information. It was also a much bigger phone in terms of screen size as well. Yeah.
So there you have it, 2019, of course, marking 10 years of unrivaled innovation, as you put it, as Samsung, and that, of course, is phenomenal. So how would you say, what makes Samsung stand out from the rest?
I think what makes us stand out is our culture of innovation. You know, at Samsung, innovation runs in our DNA, and we're always first. The user interface, for example, we've dropped a lot of the stuff to the bottom side. When you move your hand or your finger, you can actually access the most important information. And those are the kind of things that make it. It's very much intuitive. It's very much about the user being put first, and what people want is what actually drives our innovation.
And I can see all those smartphone enthusiasts, you know, literally clapping for joy at this new innovation, the Samsung S10, and I can't wait to have a look at it. And thank you so much to Cambridge Mokanyane, who's Chief Marketing Officer, Samsung South Africa, for chatting to us about the new Galaxy S10, which was launched last night. And this interview was sponsored by Samsung SA. Right, we're going to go to a break, and after that, we'll have your headline news.
That's all I know. Green light.